Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you're gonna know whenever I drop a new video. And to my returning subscribers, you guys are the best. Today I'm going to be talking you through some of the prefixes we use in medical terminologies. The prefix comes in front of a word and gives the information or the meaning of the word. So the first prefix we have here is a. Wherever you see a in front of a word, it means without. Example, apnea. A there means without, while apnea means air, there is no air, and it's seen in cardiac arrest. Acrohendra, A there means without, while acrohendra means HCl literally, but practically it means reduction in the production of hydrochloric acid. Atony, A there means without, tony means tonicity, there is loss of tonicity. Another prefix is an, which also means without. Example, anaerobic, and that means without. Aerobic means oxygen, that is without oxygen, and we know so many organisms that are anaerobic, that lives without oxygen. We have anemia, and that means without. Anemia means blood. It doesn't mean without blood, but practically it means when there is reduction in the cardiac output and also reduction in hemoglobin production. So that's when you say the patient is anemic, not necessarily without blood. Another one we have here is anesthesia, and means without, while stasia means feeling without feeling, and it's saying when a local or general anesthesia is being given to a patient to lose consciousness. Another one we have here is anti, which means against or opposing. Example we have here is antibiotic, against bacteria. We have anti-inflammatory, that is against inflammation. We have drugs, the antibiotics and anti-inflammatory. Another one we have here is ante, which means before. Example, antenatal. Ante means before, while natal means birth or delivery, as the case may be. Another one we have here is brady, which means slow. Example, bradycardia. Brady means slow, cardia means heart, but practically we call it slow heart rate. We have bradykinesia. Brady means slow, kinesia means movement, that is slow movement. We have cardiac or cardio, which stands for heart. Example, we have cardiac arrest. Cardiac there means heart. Arrest when something is seized and is seen when the cardiac output is not enough for the heart demand. And the characteristic we see there is apnea. The second example we have is cardiomegaly. Cardio means heart, while megaly is abnormal enlargement. Abnormal enlargement of the heart is cardiomegaly. Another prefix we have here is chole. Wherever I see chole, it means by. Example, we have cholecystectomy, which is the surgical removal or excision of the gallbladder. We have cholangitis, which is the inflammation of the bile ducts. Chole means bile, angi means dot, whititis means inflammation. We have cholecystitis, which is inflammation of the gallbladder. The next prefix we have is co. Wherever you see co, it means colon. Example is colostomy, which is the surgical formation of an artificial anus by connecting the colon to an opening in the abdominal wall. Example, we have wet colostomy for urine, and we have dry colostomy for feces. Another example we have is colectomy. Colectomy now means surgical removal of the colon. Just know the difference between, anyway you see tummy, it means formation of opening, tummy opening, while lectomy, while lectomy is surgical removal or excision. Another example we have here is coliform. Wherever you see coliform, you know that it's a gram-negative, which is rod-shaped bacteria. Example, E. coli. It's normally seen in the intestine. We have colitis. Col there means colon. Litis means inflammation. That is inflammation of the colon. Another prefix we have here is cyst. Whenever you see cyst, it means bladder. Example, cystitis, which is inflammation of the bladder. Ovarian cysts. Ovarian cyst is abnormal growth, but cyst here now means growth. It doesn't mean bladder. Abnormal growth in the ovary. Cystoscopy, which is the examination of the bladder with an instrument. So the next prefix we have here is endo, which means inside. Example, we have endoscopy, that is visualization of the inner parts of the body, specifically abdominal aspects. Endocardium, endo means inside, cardium is heart, that is inside layer of the heart. Endocarditis, the inflammation of the inner layer of the heart. Endometrium, endo means inside or inner. Metrium is talking about uterus, that is inner layer of the uterus. Another prefix we have here is enteric, which means intestinal or intestine. For more clarification, example, enteric fever. Enteric fever, which is also known as typhoid fever, is caused by Salmonella typhi. Everybody knows that. Characterized by diarrhea, fever, headache, intestinal inflammation, and prostration. Another example we have here, enteric feeding, that is intestinal feeding. Enterovirus, it is a virus that infects the intestine. It's normally seen in the intestine. We said something about E. coli, so that is it. Another example we have here is gastroenterologist. Gastro, stomach, entero, intestine. Logist is just a person or a personnel that studies the science of the stomach and intestine. So another prefix you have here is this. Anyway you see this, it means abnormal or painful. Example, dysuria, this painful, urea, urine, that is painful urination. Dysmenorrhea, this means painful. Men is talking about menstruation, while urea is discharge, that is painful menstruation. We have dysphagia. Dysphagia means abnormal or painful. Phagia means it's talking about swallowing, that is difficulty in swallowing. Dysphasia is talking about speaking or understanding language, that is it means difficulty or deficiency in the power to use or understand language. It's normally caused by injury, or maybe if the person is suffering, has a disease affecting the brain. Another example we have, prefix we have here is gastro, which stands for stomach. Example, gastritis, stomach. This is inflammation, that is inflammation of the stomach. Gastroscopy, examination of the stomach. Gastroparesis, paresis here means weakness. Gastro, stomach, that is weakness of the stomach. Gly, which means sugar. Example, hypoglycemia. Hypo means low, gly is the sugar or glucose, as the case may be. Anemia is blood. Glycogen, when doing starvation, doing fasting, glucagon converts glycogen, which is insoluble, to soluble glucose for body use. So glycogen is normally stored, is a molecule of glucose stored in the liver cell. Another prefix we have here is hem, which means blood. We have hematuria, which is blood in the urine, hematemesis, blood, emesis, vomiting, that is blood in the vomit, hemoptysis, which is coughing out blood, hematology, the science of blood, hemangioma, hem here means blood, angi here means vessel, which is blood vessel, oma here means tumor. It collectively means benign tumor in the blood. So hemi means half. That is another prefix. It means half. We have hemisphere. Hemisphere means half of the spherical body. We have hemiplegia, and we have hemiparesis. Plegia here means paralysis, while paresis means weakness. So hemiplegia means when half of the body is paralyzed, and hemiparesis means weakness of the half of the body. We have hemicolectomy, which is when half of the column is being removed. Another prefix we have here is hepato. Wherever you see hepato, it means liver. We have hepatocyte, that is the liver cell. Hepato, which is the liver side cell. Hepatitis, that is inflammation of the liver. Hepatomegaly, that is abnormal enlargement of the liver cell. Hepatocellular carcinoma, that is the cancer of the liver cell. Another prefix we have here now is hyper, which means high. Example, we have hyperglycemia, that is high sugar in the blood. We have another prefix, hypo, which is low. Hypocalcemia, hypokalemia, that is low calcium, low sugar in the blood. Another prefix we have is laparo, which means abdomen. We have laparectomy, that is removal of the abdominal wall or anything in the abdomen. Laparoscopy, that is visualization of the abdomen. Yes, we have laparotomy, tummy, not ectomy now, it's tummy, which is the surgical incision of the abdominal wall. It's not here, but I got to just put it. We have litho, which is another prefix. Anywhere you see litho, it means stone. Example, lithotripsy. Lithotripsy is the crushing of the stones or calculus in the urinary tract by an instrument, a special instrument. We have urolithitis. Urolithitis is the formation of the calculi in the urinary tract. Uro means urinary tract. Lithi is stone or calculi, while thitis is condition, that is condition. We have another example, cholelithitis. We said chole is by, lithi is stone, thitis is condition. So it's a condition whereby there is formation of stone in the gallbladder. We have lithotomy. Lithotomy is surgical incision of the urinary bladder for removal of stone. Just open it, make an opening in order to remove the calculi of stone. Another prefix we have here is lipo or lipo, as the case may be. It means fat. Lipemia, that is fat in the blood. Dyslipidemia, this is when there is deficiency. Lipid is fat. Emia, when there is low fat in the blood. Lymphoma is the tumor of the fatty tissue. Another prefix we have here is mal, which stands for abnormal. Example: malfunction. It's seen in inflammation, whereby there is abnormal functioning of cell or organ when be affected. We have malabsorption, that is faulty absorption of nutrients in the GIT, gastrointestinal tract, which can result into constipation or diarrhea. We have malnutrition, that is when nutrients are being taken in low or higher quantity. We say the person is malnourished. Malunion is seen when there is abnormal union of bone, when they are not anatomically fitted, as in that is default position, when the default position of bones are being loosed. Another prefix we have is mast, which stands for breast. We have mastectomy, which is the excision of the breast. Mastitis, which is the inflammation of the breast. Mastalgia, agia means pain, that is pain in the breast. We have gynecomastia. This gynecomastia is a growing of breast in male, which is an abnormality. Another prefix we have here is myo, which stands for muscle. We have myocardium, that is the muscle layer of the heart. Myocarditis is the inflammation of the muscle layer of the heart. We have myopathy. Myopathy is the disease condition affecting the muscle tissue. Myosarcoma is the malignant tumor of the muscle tissue. Rhabdomyolysis is a condition whereby there is degeneration of the muscle tissue, which can be caused by trauma, stroke. It's normally found in the blood, as in when there is breakdown of products which is generated from the degeneration of the muscles, which leads to acute renal failure. Another prefix you have here is nephro, which stands for kidney. We have nephrologists, those who study about kidney, that is doctor that specialize on kidney. We have nephrotic syndrome. It's normally seen when albumin is filtered, and there's deficiency of albumin in the blood. When the glomerulus loses its permeability, as in it's seeping, it's permeable to albumin, which is contrary to the normal functioning of the nephron. We have nephritis, that is the inflammation of the nephron. Pyelonephritis, the inflammation of the renal pelvis. We have nephrotoxic. Nephrotoxic is seen when drugs are being given and it causes the kidney to swell up and act like a poison to the kidney. It's normally seen in excess dosage of gentamicin. Hydronephrosis, that is water in the nephron, but it's not water, it's urine. When urine cannot be filtered out, it makes the nephron to swell up. Another prefix we have here is oligo, which stands for few. We have oliguria, which is small urine output. We have oligospermia, which is low sperm count. We have oligohydramniosis, which is low or small quantity of amniotic fluid. Another prefix we have is peri, which stands for about or around. We have pericarditis, which is the inflammation of the pericardium. Perinatal, that is during or the process of delivery. Birth, that is about or around delivery. We have perioperative, that is around or about surgery, doing surgery. We have before, during, and after surgery, so around surgery.